I'm Chloe.
And I'm Cosette.
And this is the 14 Steps Away podcast.
Welcome back. We did miss you guys last week, but I hope that you took your week off and caught up on any past episodes, listened to anything you might have missed, and also get excited for this very fun-filled episode we have for you today.
This week we are reflecting. We're in a moment of reflection, thinking as we look back on the year behind us and what's to come. And we're reflecting on 2024 trends.
Ooh, it's going to be good.
Very good.
We have so many.
We have broken our list down into categories. We have a few. We might have a few different ones, but the gist is the same, I think.
Yeah.
We have fashion. I have music on mine.
I didn't think about that. That would have been good.
Food and drink and beauty and whatever. Basically, all the things.
Looking back on mostly TikTok, it's all what we're seeing online, everything on social media, and kind of soaking it in and looking back and seeing if we feel differently now than we did.
For sure.
Or if just like giving our opinions on it in general.
I'm excited to give my opinions because there are obviously everyone's personal style and opinions. Even usually the trends don't all affect you, basically.
Yeah.
So whatever trends you're seeing, even if I'm seeing all these things as trending or whatever, obviously I don't let that affect my personal style. And so there are a lot of things that I didn't participate in that were trending.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to reflect on all of that. And
I do think there are a lot I missed, so I'm excited to know which ones you have too. Because the ones I came up with, I was like, I think this is good, or we'll have like a freaking 4-hour special. But
might as well.
Yeah. I was like, I know that whatever I'm missing, like you'll cover. So we'll get to think about it double. So I'm very excited.
I love talking about things.
For sure. Everything.
Alrighty. But first, we're going to jump into some updates.
Yeah.
Since we missed a week, we've got double the updates, which for me happens to be still not that many.
I was going to say, I wish I could say it was double the updates, but somehow it's like the same amount.
Yeah. We've lived so little life in that time.
Honestly.
We're working girls.
Working girls. We were busy, but we do have a few for you.
Yeah.
And to share with each other. I'll go first. When we were at Kroger on Saturday, someone's car started moving and they weren't in it. And they backed into a shopping cart. And it was one car. So, like, there was the car beside us and they were parked beside them. And so we were loading groceries in the car and we were backed in. The vehicle that moved was pulled in. And so Justin was on the side of the car that was closest to them, still one car in between. But he was putting groceries in the car and I was walking. I had walked to that side and I was walking back to the passenger side and I just heard this noise. Like we both just heard this noise. I look over and it was like a lifted old, kind of crappy Bronco rolling back into a shopping cart. And we just kind of watched because I'm like,
yeah, what are you going to do? I mean.
And so there were 2 adults and 1 child. Don't remember paying attention
in the car?
No, but like they were with the car. I think maybe the back was open. They were loading groceries up. I don't know how, if it was a parking brake, if it was, I don't know, emergency brake. I don't know what happened. It wasn't in park, all of that, but it starts rolling. And so we just watch and we just assume the noise is the shopping cart because I visibly see the car touching the shopping cart. It's rolling, whatever. One of the adults ends up like jumping in the driver's seat, stops it, leaves it in the road. Interesting take because we're just watching.
Yeah.
Justin puts the cart up. We get in the car. We just we're sitting and talking about it for a minute. And they do end up moving their car back into the spot and going to park their cart. And we pull out of the spot and we walk by and the cart on the other side, both doors completely, their door was open. The Broncos door was open and they pulled their door scratched, indented the car beside them all the way, like front to back. Like, I wish I could explain how bad it was. But I mean.
And that was the sound?
Yes.
Oof.
So like the door was open. It starts rolling back. So their door, like at the hinges, goes like this. So then when they were able to close their door again, it was in to like you could tell how much it pulled against that car. And it was just like a little black sedan and there was white and silver all down it. Like,
did you stay and watch until this was resolved?
We didn't. But
I would have been like, we gotta know.
I was curious, and I honestly thought about. I was like, should we go in and like tell someone over the speaker, like if you're the owner of this car, like I'd go outside, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like ask a worker if they could do that. But the person in the Bronco, they moved the car up, stopped it, and they were all standing beside that car, probably deciding what to do. Hopefully decided right. But we had like cold stuff
These
and
are
everything.
witnesses.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
But I was just glad that that was not our car.
So glad.
So
Glad it wasn't my Bronco.
very glad it wasn't your Bronco. Your Bronco in our car.
Yeah. Really glad that wasn't us.
Yeah.
Could see myself
Let's
there.
not do that.
I actually can't see myself there.
No.
since I don't think that would happen. But it could,
You never know.
You never know.
It was horrible though.
That is an update.
Yeah. Has nothing really to do
Not
with
an update
us.
for you, but you were the witness.
I
of
was
it,
the witness
so
and it
it's
was kind of
important.
crazy.
All right, my first update is
Oh
I
my
cut my
gosh, so
hair.
true.
I cut all my hair off because why wouldn't I?
Why wouldn't she?
Why would I not?
Doesn't she look perfect? Everyone comment and tell her that she looks perfect and lovely and amazing. Very bride, very slay, very elegant.
Thanks everybody.
Super
Thanks.
cool
I really
girl.
appreciate the love.
Mm-hmm. 5 stars now, just because we both have short hair.
So now we're just twinning even more. We decide to twin in every single part of
Every
our lives.
capacity, yeah.
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 So that's my update.
Amazing. Best update around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had a really bad dream last night,
Oh.
but I don't remember very much of it, so it's going to be really short. In my dream, I was at my parents' house for some reason, and I was doing something, I don't know, and for some reason, you and had to go. And so you all came.
They came together?
I don't know. I opened the door and it was like you 3 were the ones coming. So it was yeah. And you. Yeah, you're right. And I don't know. I want to say it was like a party of some kind. I'm not really sure.
Super fun.
But ultimately, by the end, they turned you against me and we never spoke again. It was horrible. I spent like the whole night crying. Like in my dream, I watched you guys all leave together. You all got in the same car and left.
Do you have some deep unresolved issues that you're subconsciously fearing?
And you guys all left together and there was like, I don't know, there was something that happened with I mean, all checks out. And she like convinced you that her side was true and you guys left and you vowed to never speak to me again.
That's just like the future being told, obviously.
The situation's definitely gonna happen.
I mean, I just think that's really interesting.
Yeah, it was such a bad dream.
What's more interesting about that is that means I was a villain in 3 people's dreams last night.
Oh my god.
3.
Maybe you're the villain.
I don't know what I did wrong, or everybody hates me, and they're subconscious. I'm the villain in their life. That makes my best friend, my sister, and my fiance. I am the villain in all of their lives.
That's really tough.
Yeah, so that was one of my updates.
Your
Was that I
leaderboard.
had a couple. I had a couple dreams I was in
Okay.
that weren't mine.
Okay, let's hear 'em.
Apparently 3rd. So Adam wakes me up this morning and he goes, "You were really mean to me in my dream last night." And I was like, "Okay, what did I do?" He was like, "Well, I came home and there was this other man in the apartment and you told me that you were breaking up with me and that you were kicking me out, basically. And I was just really sad and I was like, okay." So I was cheating on him and I broke off the engagement and kicked him out all at once.
So we both lost you in the same night. Okay, Allie?
And then Allie FaceTimes me. Like, what does she need? She goes, "You were really mean to me in my dream
Oh
last
my god,
night."
that's actually crazy. Because my dream was not about my dream was about you.
I don't know what's going on. It's Mercury in retrograde. Like, I don't know.
Something's going on.
She was like, "Oh, well, I can't really say what it is because someone will." Basically, she was crocheting something. And I was like, "Why are you even doing that? I could do it so much better than you." And then I did it. And it was like, "You're never going to finish it and it's not going to look as good."
Oh my god.
And she was like, "True, but you didn't have to be so mean about it." So yeah, I'm evil. I'm a witch. A mean, evil, bad lady is what I am.
That was a really tough night for all of us.
Yeah. And now for me, instead of reflecting on 2024 trends, I'm going to be reflecting on my character.
You should call Paige and ask if she had a dream about you last night. You really covered all your bases.
Save my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For sure.
I feel so good about myself right now. In case you're wondering, I'm like, what did I do?
I've actually peaked.
Yeah. Well, what do they say? What's that saying? if you can't be the hero, you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Or something like that. I don't know. That might not be the phrase.
I don't know. Something about it sounded wrong, but I don't know what the
Something
correct
about it
answer
is wrong, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But you get the point. If you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying.
You get it. That's it.
Yeah.
No one's
So-
allowed to not get it. Okay. My next update. No one puts up Christmas lights anymore. Like, not
Yeah.
a lot of people do.
Yeah.
When we went driving for Christmas lights, I feel like it was an Easter egg hunt. And it made me kind of sad.
Maybe it's still a little too early because you guys went last week, and
Is that not, do people not do it like the first?
I feel like I usually go
December?
mid December
Okay.
just because
That seems like a lot of work for very little
I agree.
delivery.
I agree,
but yeah.
people put it off, or like people complain about doing it, and then
Finally
someone
do
else
it,
is like,
yeah.
So
I mean, there were some good ones, but I was like, we were driving through some of the neighborhoods over by Blackman, and I was like, you guys are depressed?
yeah, honestly, the lights on our side, like this side of town, are better.
Yeah.
Like, cause we drove around last year and we found a lot of like little niche, cutesy little neighborhoods and stuff. So
It just made me sad. I was like, I want to be so excited, and I am, but it just didn't seem like as festive as most years. But I guess we'll try again.
Yeah.
And we redeemed it by going to the dancing lights.
yeah, we went to the dancing lights. I have 3.
'Kay.
The first one is that I broke my butt.
Okay.
Not actually. But what happened was our couch is very cheap. It's from Amazon. It's a piece of crap by all means. It is not good.
By any definition.
By any definition, you know what I mean. Better than ours. Well, duh. But like the edge of
Yeah.
the couch, like this edge part, I was trying to jump on the couch and like attack Pookie because he was like being all goofy and silly, and I was gonna scare him and like squeeze like his sides of him. And I jump on the couch and my butt lands on the hard part, like the very corner, like as all my body weight plus jumping onto that corner. And my butt, I literally was like so thrown off by the pain because I didn't think that it would hurt that bad, and it hurt so bad. And I started crying. I like got up to try to like walk it off. I'm like walking home, clenching my butt. I'm like, this hurts so bad. And Adam's laughing at me. And so then I start crying, and he's like, let me make you feel better. I'm like, don't touch me. And so then I like go to the bed. I'm like laying on my stomach holding my butt cheek. And I'm like, this is the worst pain ever. And he was like, did you land on the corner? And I was like, yes. He was like, I did that. And it was so bad. I know how you feel. And so now my butt's been sore all day, like all day. And it will certainly be quite bruised within the next 24 hours, probably.
That does seem pretty awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next update is not that important to anyone, but I have Invisalign, and I've had Invisalign for quite some time, basically. I went to the orthodontist. Listen. My first stint of Invisalign was 42 weeks. That's a long time if you've ever seen anyone
So
who does Invisalign.
Started. When did you start? You're supposed to be done
Last
in
August.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say August, so that was August
Yeah.
to May, right?
Yeah.
April, May.
I
think
don't
it
know.
was
May,
I
I
was
think.
I was just gonna give a timeline, so that was that.
Yeah. So then I finished that, and they were like, I think that you should do it again because this tooth right here won't come down, basically. And I'm like, okay, because most of the time you need to do like a little revision situation. And I think that was 15, 20 weeks, something like that.
Mhm.
21 weeks, I don't know. Still shorter than what I had been doing, but still a long time.
Yeah,
Because most
to add
people's
on top
first
of it.
time is like 20 to 30 weeks.
Yeah.
So like, anyway, I do that. After that, I'm like, I'm ready to get these off. I don't care anymore. I'm fine with my teeth. They look a heck of a lot better than they did when I started. So I'm just like, okay, I could get them off. And I go to that last appointment, and I told you that she was like, I think it would be worth it to
Like my professional
rescan and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. I said, I'm just letting you know right now, I don't care. I said, if you think that you can get that tooth to move down, because that's what the last 20 weeks were for and it didn't work, then I will do it if you think that I should do it. Because ultimately, it's an expense, and the price of Invisalign covers treatment up to this amount of time or whatever. So if they think, in their professional opinion, that I should do it, then for the price of it, I should.
It's worth it, yeah.
And so even if I don't want to, I decided I should.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did it. They rescanned me. They give me 20 more weeks, which is just in total, that's insane,
Yeah,
actually,
that
because
is.
that's like 80 weeks. So it's just insane.
Yeah.
Anyway, especially because I've already tried, they've already attempted to move that
Yes,
tooth
that
down
is
before.
annoying, yeah.
And it's one tooth. Everything else they're happy with, it's one tooth. And so I was like, okay, awesome. So I was really upset about it. And then they gave me all 20 trays at once. And then they said, come at your like 10 weeks, basically. So I came in on my 10th week. That was yesterday. I came
Okay.
in. And she goes, have you noticed any problems? And I said, not really. I said, except for that tooth that you're trying to move is not tracking. Like, whenever I put the Invisalign in, it's like there's a gap on the below the tooth that's not being pulled down. Like,
Yeah,
everything else
like,
is in
you
line.
can tell where it's supposed to be, and it's not doing
It's
it,
not.
yeah.
Yeah. And she was like, that's really weird. Like, I've done everything that I told them to do, blah, blah, blah. Like, it should be moving.
Yeah,
And I
that's
was
what
like, it
was
should
supposed
have
to
been
yeah.
moving 30 weeks ago. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why you're surprised. And she was like, are you wearing your trays? Like, do you wear your trays all the time? Like, and I was like,
You're like, I'm literally religious about it.
I was like, actually, I think I'm the only person who does Invisalign who actually wears their
Yeah.
trays. She goes, well, okay, I think it's worth rescanning, because if you use the same, if it's not tracking now, if you go through the next 10 weeks or 11 weeks or whatever, it's not going to. So, like, it's worth just rescanning and ordering new ones. So I don't know how many new ones she's ordering, but she basically told me, I'm not wearing them right now, because she basically told me to just wear the ones as a retainer. So just wear them at night until the new ones come in, because I'll be wearing them for like 3 freaking weeks. So, if you're wondering how my Invisalign journey is going,
Dreamy.
I want to rip my teeth out.
It's dreamy and perfect.
It's dreamy and perfect. As far as orthodontics go, Invisalign is easy. If you wear your things, then it does work. Like, the only issue is this one tooth. So, like, I've had no issues. But
It's just
at,
annoying 'cause it's
at
going
this
so
point,
long,
I am a bit sick of it.
for sure.
Yeah.
But I
My-
mean, it is doing good. It's just like, if you would have known, you would have just already given up on that one. Like,
Yeah,
checked it off.
like, basically, also whenever I decided based off her opinion to try again, it wasn't like, let's try again, and if it doesn't work, let's try again.
no,
It
was like,
was-
this is what you get.
So I'm like, I don't know how many trays she's planning on giving me, but it might have to be a let's be done with this after, depending, because I am ultimately over it.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's an update. Oh, my last update is that I have knit 2 sweaters.
Yay!
I knit my ugly yellow one, and I knit my pink and brown one. And my pink and brown one is perfect. And now I'm on my 3rd sweater, and it's going very well.
It looks very good from your TikTok.
Yeah.
The little, just like you were saying, the yarn and the fabric of it looks very good.
It's very soft.
It looks soft.
And cute and pink. And it's,
ooh, I didn't realize
I
that.
wanted to
wanna see it
do,
in
it's the
person.
one where it's like the color changing pink one.
Oh, I
So,
want to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited because I wanted to do something that was like, I wouldn't have to change colors, but I would also, it wouldn't be a solid color.
I saw a video today, I think, on TikTok of a girl saying, like, when I started crocheting, which it would be the idea of what I'm getting to is the same point. But she was like, when I started crocheting, I like reached a level, and that was like as far as I could go. She was like, I didn't know how to advance my work anymore. And she was like, the first and easiest one is literally just to use color changing yarn. Like, you make this super plain piece, or you have this one that's like, it's like speckled yarn, or it's color changing, or she had a few different examples, and it's like you're doing nothing different, and yet it looks like a little upgraded.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like you did more work, and it looks a little like, instead of just like plain acrylic yarn, you're doing it with this like speckled fancier yarn. And I was like, I never thought of it like that because I just picked different yarn. But I was like, that is a good point, because that does help it seem more fun. And that's probably why I like the fuzzy so much, is because the fuzzy adds so much like professionalism to like the texture and all that. So, I mean, I do think that's a good, easy like workaround to, yeah, I started it because I didn't want to learn how to weave in ends or change color or anything like that. So that was why I first did something. But it's just like, it's extra to your work and no extra effort from you, I guess.
Yeah, I think just because I just did a whole sweater that was like changing colors every 4 rows, I'm like, okay. I
Yeah.
want to do something that's not plain because I've already done a plain one, but I want to do something that's not gonna make me want to kill myself. So
Yeah, a good cheat.
Yep,
Yeah,
good
I'm
cheat.
excited.
I'm excited because like the yarn. It's the one that you use. The
Ooh.
yeah. So it's
Is it the one from Walmart? Not.
it's from Joann's, but it's the
The
cake.
Karen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I got that one pink color changing one
yeah.
at Walmart, but I didn't make anything with it.
I'm excited because it's really soft and it's turning out really well so far. And I'm basically just like combining different things from different patterns because I didn't want to make the same pattern that I had already made, but I didn't want to make
Risk
the new
making the
pattern
new
that I
one
had
that-
bought.
yeah.
Yeah. And I was going to risk it and like learn it, but then I read the pattern and I was like, this is gibberish.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's saying.
It's not worth it.
And everyone's
Yet.
like, there's videos of her explaining. No, you don't get it. When I say I'm a beginner, I am a beginner.
Yeah.
Like when she's explaining like certain little things you might get caught up on, like in her specific pattern.
Mhm.
She's not going over like the basics.
The definition of what she's asking you to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I read one pattern and it was saying like, she was basically saying, these are the terms I'm going to use within this pattern. This is what these terms mean. That's what I need from her.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
I'm like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, just YouTube it. I'm trying. It's just hard.
It is hard. It's a lot easier when it's the same creator doing
Mhm.
everything. Like even when
Yeah.
you do try to look up other parts to
Like
answer
I need
your
to
own
see
questions.
what this project is supposed to look like at this point.
Yes.
Like I wish she would make a work along video aside every pattern so that you could make sure you're on track like correctly.
Yeah. Like I told you the other day, I'm very much on knitting TikTok. I mean, I'm on everything yarn. Like Justin was watching
Me
videos
too.
over my shoulder. Like he was like, let's watch your TikToks. And I was like, they're all yarn. Like
They are,
every single
yeah.
thing. I mean, I wonder how many it would take how many videos me seeing it would take for me to find interest enough to do it. Because I definitely have it, but I'm like, I don't feel like I need to, but I'm just kind of curious because obviously I've seen like something pop up that I look at it and I'm like, this is wonderful. It tags a knit pattern. And that's happened for months. And I just was like, okay, fail. But seems like maybe I would probably cry a lot
Oh. I haven't cried.
at failing.
I've been frustrated,
Yeah.
but I haven't cried. But it's hard.
Yeah.
It's not that hard now that it's not hard now that I'm into it, but I feel like with crochet there really isn't that much you can do as far as you can improve your skill to a certain point and
Yeah.
then you just know how to do everything. With knitting, there is always something you don't know how to do.
Yeah.
Like which it's foreign to me obviously, so like there's so much, but I'm already
you can
thinking
advance
of like
more.
there's the types of stitches, the type of ways you create a sweater, whatever, like different. Because when people say, oh, drop shoulder, raglan, whatever, all these different things, I'm like, one, I don't know what any of this means. Or like, whatever. Even like, I was like, oh, I should make a small project after this. I should make a pair of socks. And then I go and look up the sock stuff. That looks so hard.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that the easiest is probably like a beanie.
Yeah.
It's probably the easiast knitting thing. Or
A
maybe
blanket.
like, yeah.
Like
yeah.
a square.
Yes.
Like pot holders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scarf.
Yeah.
Then
It's
thin.
yeah.
I think it probably is down the line for me, but with all the videos I've been seeing, and obviously, like, you're doing wonderful, so I'm like, I am curious, because I mean, I had knitting needles. I would obviously have to get the fancy pack type like you did, but I had knitting needles once upon a time, but feel not like taking that on right now, because I do have a lot of things. I still feel very inspired by crochet,
Mhm.
so I'm thinking maybe a while from now, if I find myself not inspired by crochet, I would take the next step, but I have a lot of things I want to make, so I probably don't. But I'm very
Always
curious.
I wish that I could join a knitting group so
Me
that all
too.
the people could help me knit.
Yeah.
Because then all the things I'm confused about, if there was a real person being like, oh yeah, you just do it like this,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense.
Yes.
It's really hard to put it into perspective when you're reading a pattern that makes no sense to you and you can't visualize the product at that point because there's no videos of the process
Yeah.
and you don't know a person who's done it before. I need someone to explain to me step by step, like Legos, basically. What is this supposed to look like?
It would be so fun to have like how people do like cookbook club, but it's like you assign the same project and like you just like the little group votes on like, oh, we should make this sweater this week or we should make a scarf this week, and then you kind of like loop back around to like, oh, does anyone have any advice for how you handle this change or how you do this part, and then by the next week everyone has a new project. Should we hop into trends?
I think we should.
I think we should too. What topic should we do first? Fashion?
Fashion's my biggest one.
Fashion's my biggest one.
My first one that I have on here is nail trends, actually. There were a lot of nail trends of 2024, and I did not participate in most of them.
Okay.
But I've seen them, and I've seen them all over my For You page
Mm-hmm.
and infiltrating my little brain. But I'm cheap, and I don't spend money on all the extras.
Yeah,
I
because
do-
it's the special. Nail
Yeah.
trends are typically like designs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm a plain color girl, and sometimes these fancy things are an extra $15 or $20.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have that money lying around.
No, not worth it.
So the first one is, and a lot of them are fall nails because I looked into summer nail trends and it's all just like bright colors. Like there's nothing like, or like florals or whatever. There's nothing like crazy. But as far as the actual trends are concerned, the first one I remember of this year is the blueberry milk nails. That was like spring, winter of
I do think I know what you're talking
very
about.
beginning of the
Yeah.
year. And that was just a pale blue,
Yeah.
just a light blue.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do that trend.
I don't think I did either.
I don't hate it, but
Yeah.
I do think that it's silly to be like, oh, I want the blueberry milk nails.
Yeah.
They're just blue nails.
They're just baby blue nails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts on that one.
Okay.
It was simple because that one wasn't really a design. So it was just like,
yeah. Yeah.
whatever. Tortoiseshell nails.
That's what I put on mine too. Yeah.
That one is a thing for the fall. I
Mhm.
think it's fun. I think I would get tired of it because I get my nails done once a month.
Yeah.
So I was not willing to participate. You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Cow print nails in like
Yeah.
2020 or whatever.
I think it looks better than cow print nails.
It's definitely better.
Because it blends a little.
Yeah.
Not as drastic
Yeah.
colors next to each other. And I've seen it done bad, and I've seen it done better.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hate it. I
Mhm.
thought the brown would get old. Like,
Mhm.
I don't think I'm gonna want to look down and see that on my nails for that long. But I got it. I thought it was cute. I would
Yeah.
do it for like a week, but I'm not gonna pay all of that and then hate them for the other 2 or 3 weeks.
I agree. I
My
think that they're
thoughts.
cute, but I think that if I look down at them for a month,
Yeah.
I would not enjoy it
No.
personally. But
Yeah.
I think that they are cute. For the people who get their nails done every 2 weeks or so, I think that that's fine.
Yeah. And I have those same thoughts. I don't know if it's on your list, but the like leopard, cheetah
It's not on mine.
is that, I mean, not that people differentiated the two very much, but they were definitely both going on. Same idea. It's just too much. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's too much going down on my nails because I always do, plain or French. So that's just kind of busy.
Next was chrome nails in general,
Mm-hmm.
because I think that that was a one that started in 2023 and followed us into 2024.
Agree.
I think that it's just still here.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad about it. I think that it always looks really good. No matter
Mhm.
what color you put like a
I was
white
gonna
chrome
say,
on,
yeah,
it always looks good.
it does look good.
The only issue I have with it is it like fades weird or it chips.
Yeah.
And it's $20.
It's so expensive and it never lasts.
never. Mine lasted not even 48 hours. It
Yeah.
was like chipping.
I think mine probably lasted like a week. I know I got it done. Gosh, it has been very popular for a while. It is a good, I do like the chrome.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got it done. I got chrome on my engagement nails and they were, like chipped within a week.
Yeah.
But I do like it. I think it always looks good. I think specifically, I would say the chrome right now is over the cherry red, which cherry red in itself.
Yeah.
But
That does look good.
that looks
I
good.
just
It looks
can't-
so
It
good.
looks really good, but I'm not spending the
No.
$20 on it when I know it's going to be gone.
Yeah, it's so disappointing. I really wish they would figure out a way to make it last because the chrome is fun and over any color. The fact that you can do it over anything is
You
super fun.
probably could, after you get it done, come home, put another clear top coat and cure it again.
True.
Probably could try doing that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't think they'd do it, but
No, yeah.
if you said extra top coat, but
Yeah. I do appreciate that trend.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
I won't send it away yet, but that's just in the way that I like seeing other people do it.
Mhm.
Probably
Oh,
won't
yeah.
commit to it
I
myself.
I agree. I love seeing other people do it. I don't know. I really like it.
do
I might
too.
fall victim for it, but probably not because again, $20 and it won't last.
Yeah,
But I do love it. I think it's very gorgeous.
I
So,
think it is too.
my next one is the Moscow Mule Nails, which is another chrome nail of sorts.
Oh, yeah.
And that is, I don't know, it's like a brown but with a different type of chrome on top. It's not like the
Mhm.
white chrome. It's like different, so it looks like the cup that
Bronze. Yeah.
Moscow mules are served in. Like copper, basically.
I was going to say, again, the name.
Yeah.
The name with that one bothers me.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
could just say copper. I feel like that would get the job done, especially because if you're going to like an at-home nail tech, that's one thing. But
Yeah.
if you're going to like a nail salon and you say I want the Moscow Mule nails,
I think it's obnoxious,
I agree.
but
It's like
teach their own.
it's like whenever people would go to Starbucks and order something off the secret menu and say, I want the unicorn drink or I want the mermaid drink or whatever. And it's
Same.
like, awesome. What is that?
Yeah.
Like the people, the professionals in these fields cannot deal with your crap,
Yeah.
to be quite frank.
Just say what you want.
Yeah.
I do find it very annoying. Even like with Seven Brew, same idea. It's like
Mhm.
if I see someone like this is like a secret menu, I'm like, I'm not ordering that. You're a
Yeah.
liar. And I've never actually been caught in the situation where the person is a liar, but I'm like, I feel so difficult because I'm like, can you just tell me what's in it?
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah, the names.
I'll order it the way it needs to be ordered if you just tell me.
What are your thoughts on the color itself?
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I would never do it.
agree.
Like whenever I saw a video of a girl being like, these are the nails of the fall, and then she revealed them, I said, oh, skip.
yeah, I've seen so many things that are better.
Yep.
So
these are the nails of the
the
fall.
nail of the fall is crazy.
No, thank you.
No.
Not mine.
No, pass. Yeah.
I skipped this trend.
Yes,
willingly.
willingly.
And
am
no
not
hate to anyone who
participating.
gets those nails. They're just not for me.
No, I haven't seen it done well. Let's say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I was going to say, all the people
Maybe
that
I
I've
just
seen,
haven't seen it done well.
it's also like the first video I saw of the girl doing it, she probably got something very specific. Her nail tech got the vision or whatever. Every girl I've seen do it since then has been like, that's not what I wanted. Like, I asked for this and I came out with this.
Yeah.
That's because you're not talking to these nail techs like they're
Yeah.
real people. Like, they
Yes.
don't understand what you're talking
like
about.
go pick out the color you
Yes.
want. Don't tell them the name of some
Yeah.
random thing. Yeah.
Yeah. My last one is also a fall one, and it is the cherry mocha nails.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily the red with the chrome, but just like that, the D&D
Yeah.
cherry mocha.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like that, which is quite literally just like a maroon burgundy situation.
Mhm.
Like it's just like it's not
Yeah.
it's not new. It is a staple fall color,
For sure.
especially for nails, every single year.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting that people are choosing this specific shade and being like, oh my gosh, this is the D&D cherry mocha, blah, 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 blah. But I've seen 2 different cherry mochas by D&D.
Oh.
They're both D&D, but people are probably ordering them from different websites. And one of them is more red and one of them is more purple. I like the purple one better.
Ooh, interesting.
But, I mean, it's not purple. It's just in
Yeah.
comparison.
Yeah.
That's another trend right now.
Yeah,
cherry mocha
I
nails.
put just like cherry red in general on
Yeah.
mine too because it's just red.
Mhm.
But honestly, I've been kind of liking red for like I just love red, honestly.
I always love a
just
red
love
nail,
red.
and I always forget about it until I get red nails. And then I'm like, oh, I should do this more often.
Yeah.
Like last year, I did do a similar color to the cherry mocha, like when I was doing gel nails at home. And I was like, wait a minute. Why is
looks
this kind of good?
Yeah. I'm like
So-
the old ladies that get their red
Nothing
nails
beats
every
the
week.
classics,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
You
I
just like
can't.
what you like.
Yeah. Only good comments for that trend.
Uh-huh. All right. What's our next category?
I think fashion.
Perfect.
Okay. Cherry red and fashion was on my list as well. Just like anything dark red.
Yeah.
Anything red in general has been very in this fall, but like the darky brownish red, I feel like
Mhm.
we've been seeing a lot of. And again, it's just very fall, so you can't really go wrong. It's a
Yeah.
pretty safe thing each year, but we've definitely been seeing that.
Black cherry. I feel like.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I definitely think. I was going to say one of your nail trends made me think of fashion, and that was the cheetah.
Yes, I have that
Because
on mine, yeah.
Cheetah print, leopard print. It's not even just fashion, it's everywhere.
It is everywhere, yeah.
It's jeans, shirts, hair accessories, it's blankets, it's
Mhm.
hoodies, it's everything.
It is.
It's
yeah.
everywhere.
Leopard, I think, was
Purses.
the highest on my list because I was like, that is just so, that was this year.
Yeah,
Like, leopard print was this year.
definitely.
Yeah. The only thing that I got this year that was leopard print was that blanket that I never finished that we started.
I know I didn't finish mine either.
Yeah. But I think every time that leopard was presented, I picked the plain option. So I have nothing really to add to the trend. I get the vibe, but
It's hard because even though leopard and cheetah print are timeless classic, they will always resurface and come back, especially with like fashion girls and pop culture and whatever. I still felt safer choosing something not leopard print.
Mhm.
So, but I do love it. I think it adds fun.
I do think it's
funky
fun. I think
patterns.
pairing with red, super
Mhm,
fun.
for sure. Yes,
Very, very fun. And yeah, even like it is timeless in the way that you know it'll be back, but at one point it will be out again. And
Like,
it's like
out,
you'll
out.
you'll yes.
Yeah.
Like there will be a time that you know it'll come back, but you don't know when.
But people will think it's the ugliest thing.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
like you're out of touch.
It's funny because there's certain trends like that come and go that people don't feel that way about. Though.
Agree.
And there are other trends that come and go that people feel
It's so
vehemently
obvious.
about. Like
Yeah.
they're like, this is either the it thing or this is awful and horrible.
Mhm.
Never show it to me.
I think animal print in any category
For
is
sure.
always it's like it's in or it's out.
Yeah.
And like it will be back in again, but you just got to fold that up and wait for its time to shine.
For sure.
But
I think it's still got some time left.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think that it has till spring.
Well, that's fair because
Yeah.
the darker colors go
With-
away,
it's
the
gonna go-
neutrals go
yeah.
away. Yeah.
But we'll see if it loops back around for fall 2025.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah, I think it would be fun if it did.
First on there is the barrel jeans.
Yes.
I know we love to mention them, but I want to talk about it as a trend cycle.
Agree.
Because it has evolved. And I think that from the start, when I first saw barrel jeans was probably the spring of this year. And I remember seeing them and thinking, not for me.
agree.
No go. Can't do it.
Yes.
Sorry. And then
I was like, I
just-
don't get the vision.
No. And like, I did in a sense, but I saw it for other people and not for myself.
Mhm.
Like, I was like, I can see this, but not for me. Like,
Yeah.
firm no.
That's fair.
And then it just infiltrates your mind. It sits with
It
you for a
does.
little bit. You get
It
comfortable
soaks
with
in.
it.
Yeah.
And you accept it, as you do with a lot of trends. We are followers to an extent. Like,
Mhm.
you just accept it. You start to grow in appreciation. Especially
Yes.
I think what it is you see the people wearing them wrong
Mhm.
and you're like, no. And then you see it styled in a way that you would style it or similar to
Yes.
your own personal style. And you're like,
Yes.
wait a minute, this is doable.
Yeah,
I can rock
get
with
it.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just kind of clicks one day.
Yeah, for sure. I will say the evolution, well, now we love them obviously. And that was, I guess, mid-year whenever we started to be like, yes,
Obsessed, yeah.
yeah. But I feel like now everyone's slowly catching on. You're getting barrel jeans from different angles, different types of barrel jeans.
Yes.
So Free People is obviously
The barrel jean,
jean.
yes.
Yes. And then you see it at places like Abercrombie where they do
Mhm.
slightly less barrel. In my opinion, they don't do it right. I think
No,
if you had a
it's not
different
right,
body
yeah.
style, it might be right. But for me, no. And then you see it at Zara,
I was
which
those were
you see
yeah.
it at Zara, you see it slightly at Target because
Mhm.
yours are barrel
Yes,
jeans.
yeah.
And then even at Gap now, we're seeing a
Yes.
way toned down version of what a barrel jean
Very
is,
much.
but it's
It's
still that
there,
trend.
yes.
It's still the silhouette.
Mhm.
And I think that's interesting.
It is interesting.
All of them hopping on a trend later
So
and
late,
slightly
yes.
different.
Yes, and I saw a video of someone posting like showing off her new barrel jeans from Gap. Did not barrel.
I saw them, yeah.
Yeah. And I thought it was interesting, and I get like wanting something more toned down. I personally love all the barrel that the barrel has to offer, but it's not your vibe. But you kind of get it. But it's like, yeah, if your body shape it doesn't work, I understand going a little toned down. But I mean, Free People is just number one.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree. I definitely took my time to soak it in because I saw it, did not love it. And then I feel like when it clicked for me was, I'm pretty sure around the 4th of July when Anna Stowell posted I think she has like the star wash ones she posted. And I was like, wait, that looks so cute.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think after that, I started seeing I saw a few videos of people styling it like how I would. And it just clicked. It was like, I have to have them. But I felt a lot better about having to have them because I took the time to soak in the trend.
For
it
sure.
wasn't like I
Yeah.
jumped on it immediately. I need it. Like, who cares how long the trend's going to be? I have to have 4 pairs. It was more of like, I sat with it. I soaked it in. I decided if I really loved it. And it got to the point where I really loved it. And I want 1 million pairs.
Yeah.
But they are, I mean, in my humble opinion, best trend of 2024 because I feel so like a woman. I can't even explain what a barrel jean outfit does to me versus another outfit. Like, I look back at things I wore before a barrel jean paired with the fact that I also had like long hair then. I'm like, the short hair and a barrel jean, I'm like, everything I do is more feminine. Everything I do is more elegant, is more city, is more cool girl. It's just everything is better. Like, I'm like, I still have these pants. They still fit me. Let me try them on. And it's just so hard because I'm like pairing it with a little kitten heel, pairing it with a little ballet flat. I couldn't be cooler.
No, yeah.
Unless I own more pairs, that's it. But like, I just feel like it has piqued my style.
It definitely elevates an outfit, a plain outfit.
Yes.
I was wearing my cream ones yesterday and
best ones in the
I
world.
put on my like North Face puffer slippers just to take Pookie out. And I was like, wait a minute. The
Why
puffer
just gotta
slippers with the
work?
barrel jeans kind of slays. And I think it's because you have a jean that tapers in. So your ankle is like at its like wide to skinny ratio. And
Mhm.
then you have the puffy slippers, which have basically no shape. So it's just like a little puff ball with that. And it looked really good. And I was like,
It's
so
working.
good.
Yeah. They haven't let me down once.
no. Yeah.
Especially my cream ones.
Yeah.
My only comment is that I wish that my blue ones were one size smaller. That's my own fault. I tried on a size smaller and I didn't get them, so it's my fault. But it's also, I mean, impossible to know.
It is
ever.
impossible to know. The sizing is the only thing that sucks.
The size of my cream ones that are perfect, best jean I will probably ever own. They're incredible and amazing and perfect, and definitely the best to this day. Maybe something will be better. I'll accept if something's better one day. But I mean, they're just so neutral and amazing. They fit perfect. My blue ones, same size. I don't know, at least 3 inches wider in the waist. So it just fits completely different. And
Yeah, my cream ones are several sizes larger, I think, than my blue ones.
yeah,
I don't know why.
Yeah. We'll kind of stay on the topic, but shift it to the low/mid-rise jean. Another not super specific to this year, but we're just seeing it advance even more.
Yeah.
A lot more people coming on to it. People that took time to kind of still have their high rise, they weren't loving it. A lot more people are coming around to more of a relaxed kind of fit and seeing that mid to low rise, not like my Zara jeans that were literally up past my rib cage. And I just think that that's interesting. Just seeing it progress, more people get on that wave. And I mean, there's definitely still high rise stuff, but the trend of low rise, mid rise has been continuing.
For sure. Okay. My next one is ballet flats. And that is just ballet flats. They've just been, I love them. I want a pair in every color. I don't get dressed up a lot, so it's not worth it for me to buy them in every color. But for if you're like a working girly and if you like elevated outfits, but you want comfort and you don't want to heel and you don't want whatever, and they're perfect.
They really are perfect.
Yeah.
I love mine. Like I mean, I was thinking about, this reminded me, but I was talking to someone about barrel jeans last week, and it made me think about my work outfits specifically and how my work outfits changed once I started pairing. Like I had ballet flats and barrel jeans because I was dressing like in a trouser. Like I would say a trouser and like the fitted bodysuit, think Aritzia, was like that was my like dress code for work. And I was wearing that with, I don't even know what, like I didn't have a good shoe to go with that. And at some point it shifted to where my personal style was it was an elevated version of my personal style that was dressed up to go to work. And it's just so much better now. But it's the ballet flats that really do it because yes, the comfort, so important. I have a black and a cream pair. The black were the first ones I ever got. I got them at a Marshall's TJ Maxx situation. And I was like, these are going to be perfect. And like, I'm going to try to wear them, but it was like an emphasis on try. No, I wore them so much. I went back and got the cream ones. So I had both of those, same brand, same everything. And then a brand sent me those silver ones. They are the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn, ever. So like even my cream and my black ones are still like, they have the closed toe that like a tennis shoe would, but they're still like super comfortable, but I'm not wearing like a sandal or a boot or whatever. They're perfect for that. But then like the comfort really comes in with my silver ones. But if it's a little more spicy, I have the pointed kitten heel that are red, which are perfect. I mean, definitely less comfortable because like my heel is out and it's on like a little heel, but still just so fun. Like I really do want more colors, but I honestly feel like I have all my bases covered. Like if I got another color, I don't know what it would be actually. Gold. That's the only thing I'm missing.
Silver ones.
Yeah. I could do my silver different, but I'm happy with the gray silverish thing I have now. But they are really wonderful.
Much. I have black, white, red. I guess that's it.
I hope that stays for a very long time. Again, very feminine.
I think it's also because we're getting older.
I was going to say.
So like I think the like demographic of women who are into that trend right now are at the age where, of course, their style is elevating in a more mature way, in a more classic way. And
I think that too, because I'm like, I picture like this won't go away in the workplace.
Yeah, I was going to say, it won't go away as far as like if you're working.
Yeah.
And I was trying on the red ones at the store, and this lady comes up to me and she was like, those look so cute. And I was like, and she was like, if I was still working, I'd buy them. So it's like, I think if you're working and you're like, I guess at that age bracket, then like
it's going to
it'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. My next one was maxi skirt/dress.
I put that in mine as well.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's something that carried over from 2023 to 2024. I think I got big on it 2023. That was the Brandy Melville white maxi skirt. That was denim maxi skirts. That was silk maxi skirts. And I think it carried over for me.
Yeah. I definitely got on this year. But again, another elevated, definitely reusable in the workplace type of thing. And I really liked it. I still do. And I think what got me on it was one that was not as conservative. It was long, but it had a very big slit, and it was from Urban. And I was like, wait, very cool and very fun. And that got me to where the more like they're literally just maxi skirts. I got the vibe from that one that was like not going over out of like my safety zone. It was just like enough to push me, but I definitely still really like that trend. And I don't feel like people are getting over it yet.
I don't think so either, but I think it's also one of those in the workplace and
Yes.
timeless, and because it's more conservative, it's very helpful, especially for like, I was thinking about how teachers can just wear like maxi dresses and maxi skirts, and it makes their jobs probably more comfortable and whatever. And that paired with a ballet flat, always
For
good
sure,
and very
yes,
feminine, which is
yes.
nice.
Lovely, yeah.
My next one is kind of an accessory, I guess, but glasses in general.
Yeah.
I am part of the blind, and I need glasses to see. So this is a really good trend for me.
Yes.
And for
so
all
glad it's
other
working.
all other vision impaired girlies. The accessorizing with a pair of glasses, which anyone who wears glasses has always been kind of doing that. You pick out glasses based off of how often you think you'll wear them with your personal style. But and how they look on your face, of course. But the blue light glasses of it all has been, I think, what it is. Like, I think a lot of influencers are getting sent these blue light glasses, and so they're wearing them on all their videos. So girls are like, oh, those are so cute. And people are doing fun, funky, different frames because they don't have to wear glasses.
Yeah.
And
so they don't have the investment of it. Yeah.
They can just pick whatever, it as an accessory. They can pick the red or the green or whatever. They can pick the fun colors and shapes and whatever.
Because it doesn't have to go with everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do love a different pair of glasses. Like, I like to have glasses that are like different than what we've always been doing. And what I've always been doing is kind of like, it's always tortoise, like it's always tortoise-shelled, and it's either round or squared of some sort, but it's always like boxier or more round, wide frames, basically. And what I'm seeing right now, the current trend of glasses is those little Miu Miu ones. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The little ones?
Yeah.
I need them, and not the Miu Miu ones because I'm me and I don't have money.
For sure.
But
So true.
I will be getting a dupe of some sort with my prescription in them, and I'm really excited about it because I feel like I've done same. These were different in comparison to my previous glasses. Like, these were chunkier and different. Like, I noticed whenever I got them, a lot of people in my life were like, wow, those glasses are different. And I was like, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna take it as a compliment.
Yes.
And now I'm needing something that's, if I wear these for too long, they hurt my ears. So like, I need something that's thinner and lighter because I do need glasses all the time. So like, I do need something that's not going to be like that. And I already have a really thin pair of glasses that are just round, tortoiseshell, whatever. And then I have my thick pair. So now I need a little funky small pair.
Fun pair. Yeah. I think you deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, glasses are trending. Mock neck / turtleneck in general.
True.
Obviously you're gonna see this resurface in fall. This is not new.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about the park of it all.
Ooh.
The rise of park has caused a lot of girls to be very into a mock neck.
Yeah.
I've always been into a mock turtleneck.
Agree.
You can go back to middle school.
Yes.
I was rocking a mock or a turtleneck because we're that girl.
Yes.
Or one would call us probably weird back then, but now we're that girl. And so park, you see it with Skims. Okay, I will say not just mock neck or turtleneck, cowl neck is included in this category.
Yeah.
But you see it everywhere. I think you see it like with those Yeezy hoodies, the Yeezy Balenciaga ones. So like that type of neck there. You see it with Park. You see it with Skims. You're now seeing it with Aerie with their little turtlenecks. You're seeing it with Aritzia. Like it's
there
everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's all, I mean, they're all different in their own ways. But I think even the Free People one that was kind of, you know, the Free People one that matched the biker sets or biker shorts or whatever. I think I've seen it a lot more prevalent this year. As much as it comes and goes.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's back for sure.
The turtleneck, mock neck was big. Would that would have been our senior year, so 2019, 2020-ish, that fall and spring. And yeah, it's one of those that it will come and go. And typically, in some degree, it does come back every year, but it hasn't been strong since then.
Yeah,
because
definitely
it was like,
hasn't been mainstream strong.
For sure, yeah. Because I had turtlenecks of like every color then. And we're doing it a lot different than we were then as well. And it's very fun. And I definitely am enjoying it. But the growth of Park is a very interesting thing because I was not paying attention. Like, I did not know anything. Like, I didn't keep up. But I didn't like follow her as an influencer before. So then I don't know, like I probably just heard of it, but like it never was super prevalent to me until one day I was like, I need to have that. I need that on
Yeah.
my body now.
I think I've been seeing Park in a way to an extent over the last 2 or 3 years, but very lightly, not in a like Park
Mainstream.
sweatshirt
Yeah.
situation, not in a you're seeing the brand, in a subtle way where I'm seeing influencers. I'm saying, wow, I really like the fit of that pair of jeans or that pair of shorts or that dress. Or
Oh, I
romper or
definitely
whatever.
did not know anything about it then.
Yeah, and I was like, what are those? They'd say, oh, they're Park. I go and look it up. $238 for a pair of shorts. Awesome. Never mind, out of my
Cancel.
head, but
Yeah.
I'll remember that this brand is expensive and I
Yeah.
do love these shorts.
Yeah.
And then I saw Victoria Paris post in them probably a year or two ago, something similar like jeans or shorts. And I was like, OMG, so cute. Also Park. And then another influencer I follow, Caroline Bankston, she would post and she wears a lot of Park stuff. So stuff like that. But I think there's a lot of trendy brands like that who have like risen very quickly this year into
Agree.
like they've been rising and being successful, but
some
they are
product
here.
got everyone's
they
attention.
are prevalent.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
feel that way also about Daily Drills, which
For
we'll get
sure.
to. There's
Yeah.
another thing. But yes, the mock neck, that kind of stuff.
And I love
Definitely,
the
yeah.
big varsity letters.
Yeah.
I won't deny it. Like, I don't know anything about the brand, so it's not really like for the name. I just
Yeah.
think it's cool. And
It's
I like
just her last
it-
name.
I know. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, usually it's like you're caring about
Right.
brands if you
Right,
have
right.
something displayed like that. So it's not about that. It's not like I want everyone to know it's Park.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
just like I like the varsity letter style and I like the mix of colors.
Yeah.
Because like the one that was in red, I was like, that is so cute.
Mhm.
Like, what a little pop. But yeah, I mean, so far down
I
the
think
list.
that's
'cause it's
why
so
I liked
expensive.
that Free People one too, because it was similar, like in the sense that it had like the lettering on the front and it was like
Mhm.
gray with pink letters. And I was like, this is so cute.
So cute. Yeah.
And people go crazy about Park, and I'm not the person to usually like wait on a drop for clothing.
Yeah.
I just won't do it.
I just won't do it, and it's expensive.
It's
so
so
it's
expensive.
It's
So,
really
like,
tough.
Imagine saving up the money and then banking on it, and then you don't even get it. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I
have
don't like the
energy for all
stress
that.
of the.
I'll
like-
wait till the resellers get tired of them.
Yeah. Or get a dupe.
Yeah, for sure. There will be brands that will come out with a similar
Yeah.
thing. Like
I
similar
understand the
notion.
fit, but we'll deal.
For sure.
I'll settle.
My next one is the drop waist. This is not necessarily drop waist. I think it's more what I'm saying as a trend. It's drop waist paired with a bubble skirt.
Yeah.
So those like mini dresses that we were seeing a
Mhm.
lot of, like the one I wore to my engagement party, like
I literally never wore mine. I got mine a size too small and then never wore it.
you should wear it. That kind of thing, I guess. Bubble skirts also, like I've seen a lot of that, and that was very much a micro trend. Like they
Yeah.
happened and then they were gone.
Yeah.
And
very quick. Yeah.
one, probably because they're just not functional. But
And a lot of people are
that-
doing it in such bad material. I'm like, how
Yeah.
is this gonna last?
and I was thinking with the drop waist, what I'm thinking is House of CB,
Mm-hmm.
like snatched waist. There's a little bit of gathers at the hips.
Mm-hmm.
Free People dresses, there were several of, and then like kind of like the peplum top. So it's like not a drop waist, but it's like tight and then poof.
Yeah.
So that as
Yes.
well. My next one is the barn jacket. This was a trend I did not partake in,
Yeah.
but I did see it everywhere. And that was, they have Carhartt.
Yes.
Free People had a similar one. Old Navy had a similar one.
Abercrombie had one a lot of
Yeah.
people have been talking about. Yeah, I didn't feel the need to participate in that one either
Mm-hmm.
because every time I saw it, it was done poorly. I'm like,
yeah.
I understand having not everything is meant to flatter. Some things are meant to be functional or they're meant to be cool in a way that's not like fitted or flattering or whatever. I totally understand that. But every time I saw it, I was like, I won't do that. Like it wasn't working, and that's all for personal style, so I get it. And the only good one I saw was the Zara boys one. I saw someone get the Zara like boys, like little boy size, and
Yeah.
the like largest like size 14 or 16 or something like that. And that was the only one that was good
And-
because it was box.
And I was going to show you the only person, when I think of the barn jacket trend, this is the person I think of because she's the only influencer that I think she is the influencer. In my head, she is the one who started it because she's been doing this for years.
Okay.
And then she had like a cropped one at one point and everybody wanted it. And so it became like her thing. And then everyone's like, where's your jacket from? Where's your jacket from? And now they sell them everywhere.
yeah.
But this is who I think of whenever I think of that. She just always did it.
Yes.
Anyway, love it on her. Don't need to have it for me.
It's not,
yeah,
it
the
won't align
boxiness.
with my style.
Mm-hmm.
But I do get it. On her, like, that
Yeah.
looks so good. But I will never live somewhere that is going to be the
No.
vibe.
It's not.
Yeah.
I think it's, I don't know. Obviously, we know I'm geographically challenged, so never mind. I won't say. I was like, I feel like it's Midwest, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. My next one is one that I cannot afford, but I do appreciate and admire, and that is the Fry campus boots.
Yeah.
Obviously. I'll just take a moment of silence for that. This one is a fun one. Canadian tuxedos.
I have something to say about the Fry boots.
Okay.
I mean, not very much, but I love boots and I get boots and I get the distinction between like that being like a casual boot versus like a cowgirl boot. Like we have a difference here and I appreciate that of it, but I've never put on an outfit and felt that I needed them. But I just probably haven't seen the right person do it. That's probably all it is. And yeah, I don't know. They never clicked for me.
I don't
That's
love
all.
the color of the ones that are popular, like the banana.
Yeah.
I don't
like
need
that.
a yellow boot.
No.
I don't, because
No.
I know if I wear them, I'm going to be thinking these aren't brown.
For sure.
But I do like them. I like
Yeah.
the shape of them. I saw a girl unbox some pink ones, and they were perfection.
That is cute.
But again, I'm not going to spend $1 billion on pink boots because that's not going to be a staple.
Yeah. Okay, Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian tuxedos. The denim on denim this year has been very present.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it a lot, I think, with like the button down denim shirts and
Ooh,
then
true, yeah.
jeans, looser jeans, and then either a sandal or a flat or a sneaker of some sort, or just a denim jacket and a white t-shirt and jeans. Denim on denim has been very popular, I think, as I think people are seeing it as a classic.
Yeah.
Like if you have good quality denim, you can pair it together because you make it look good. And I'm liking it. I'm not mad about it. Or denim shirts with like denim shorts, like that kind of thing.
There was one time that you wore jeans and your jacket and it looked very good and I thought it looked cute. I don't have anything that goes. I don't have any of the right washes to do it, so I've never executed it. But I do get it, and I do think it can be done well. I've seen it done well, and I get the vibe. But I have never had anything that like go together because usually my staples, I'll like splurge on one thing from that store.
Mhm.
Like my splurge from Free People, they're different washes. Like I got the jacket in the like wash black, but then the jeans aren't that. So I've never had something that like I think that it has to be right. The washes have to be right to pull it off correctly. I've never had the right washes, but I do appreciate it.
I see that.
Yeah.
And I used to feel that way. But I think these days, I think if you accessorize it correctly, and I think that if you tuck it and do it right and do it, I don't know, in a confident way, I think you can mix it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think if you do it well. Because I've seen people do it and I'm like,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, like you're doing it.
Yeah, I think if I might feel differently if I tried to do it on myself. Like it might be like you envision an outfit and then you try and it's horrible. But I've seen people do it well.
You get the vibe. Yeah.
Next one is we talked about daily drills, and I want to say that they sort of, not that they birthed the short sleeve cardigan, but that was a trend, and
It
I think
was.
people were referencing daily drills when they bought the Aerie one, the Amazon one, the whatever. And I can't lie, I really, really, even as much as I love my little Aerie dupe and the Amazon dupes, I look back and you can see when someone is wearing a daily drills one because it looks so much better quality, and it's the one button and it's perfect.
Yeah. I like mine, but I think that it has pilled a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even the right word because it's not like it's getting things. It's just like the quality of the knit is getting a lot worse.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's from Aerie,
Yeah.
but usually I don't have a big issue with Aerie stuff. So, and it's fine. It's still totally wearable, but obviously owning it from new to now, I
Mhm.
see the difference.
Yeah, mine's not great either, which is why I don't wear it as much anymore because I really don't want to wear it out whenever.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
Next one is collars / the peasant blouse
Okay.
situation.
Mhm.
I can't think of the brand I'm thinking of, but Damson Matter. Damson Matter is big on this. They have like the little dresses with the collars or the little blouses with the collars, and I think a lot of brands are trying to recreate that. Mainstream brands such as Free People, Zara, where else do I have? Yeah, mostly just Free People and Zara is where I see it. It's another one of those like cool girl things that that has to fit your aesthetic in order for you to pull it off because you can wear it with barrel jeans and ballet flats and funky glasses and make it work.
Yeah.
But if you don't feel good in it and you don't make it work and you don't accessorize it right, then it's not good.
Agree.
Like, I think to the untrained eye, if you walk in and you see all the peasant blouses and the collars and whatever, you think, ew, like people compare it to like pilgrims and whatever. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. I did get it. I never bought anything this year because I was scared I wouldn't wear it enough. Because again, it kind of felt trendy to me, but I do very much admire all the Damson Matter
I was
dresses.
gonna say the nice ones,
Mhm.
the upscale brands that do it, they do it well.
Yeah.
anything that I would buy would not be the quality that
Yeah.
would feel the timeless that
Mhm.
can pull off, but I know that it can.
Yeah.
So,
Next is that Bottega bag that has circulated for, I mean, the dupes. That bag is still trending.
yeah.
And, you know, like you said, you see it at Target, you see it wherever, I'm sure, but DJ Maxx, but just trending.
Mm-hmm.
And I still want one, but I want one in a colorful color, and I keep seeing them in the neutrals. And, like, yes, I'd love another neutral, but, like, if I'm going to do a funky bag that's weird shape, I want it to be a fun color, like
Yeah.
green.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
like
pink.
be fun all the
Yeah.
way if you're already, yeah.
Next, hand chains. I see hand chains on every girl, all big jewelry girls who wear a lot of jewelry. I see hand chains on them, and so I bought one, and I fell into that trend, and I do love mine. I don't wear it a lot. I mean, I do wear it a lot, but I don't. It's annoying to put on, but I do love it every time I wear it. I think it's fun. People compliment it. It's nice, and it adds some dimension to the jewelry. Next is fun, funky shoe colorways. That was very large this year specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote Adidas and Golas as the two brands that I saw it with. I think with Adidas, we saw it mainly because it was with the Spezial, the Samba, the Gazelle. It was all of them.
Everyone, yeah.
And then other brands tried to basically recreate what they were doing with the contrasted funky colors. And I think that they had a really big moment spring summer. And I think that they will,
huge
I think they'll continue into next spring summer because it'll be people are wearing colors and fun things and whatever. But I do love it. I love when people wear color and then incorporate into their outfits and whatever.
I think some of them were quite bad. Some of the colorways, that is.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, I have to like the shoe, obviously, to
Yeah.
like the way they're doing the colorway.
Right.
I think a lot of people got a little bit carried away with it, and we have to remember that other shoes do still exist. I felt like I saw people doing it in quite bad ways. That it's like, you can leave those at home for this outfit. You can wear a different shoe today.
Oh, I agree. I agree. 100%.
I saw a lot of people doing it very, very bad. I still get the vibe. Like, the shoe itself, you see it online, you see it in store, whatever. I'm like, oh, that's cute. But a lot of people did it bad, I think. But I know that if I had it, like, I could have a fun sneaker, like my cream barrel jeans and like a good top, and it would be super cute. But there were just people that were doing like their fun sneaker or their colorway already busy sneaker paired with a dress that none of the colors in their dress matches that.
I know what you're talking about right now. I feel like, are you talking about this one specific video?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking patterned dress with bright, colorful colorway shoes, not matching.
I think that is what really got me. I got the ick and it never went away.
I got the ick from that video too, especially because I was watching the other people in that video and they were wearing sneakers also. I get it because you're traveling and you're going to be on your feet. They were wearing sneakers with their dresses also, but their sneakers matched their dresses.
Yeah, but it was so bad. And
those sneakers did not match that dress.
No.
I was icked.
Yes. And there were a couple other influencers that I feel like they have like the super bright, like the blue and the pink or like pink and green. I'm like, these are just like not good. Like with this outfit, like I understand how this can be done well. If you have another like a neutral with it and it can be done well, but I just saw a lot of people not doing it. So I'm a little bit over it. I'm sure it will come back and hopefully we'll have a little redemption and we'll do a little bit better as a society next year.
I think there were some colorways that were definitely, not all colorways were created equal.
Yeah.
But I do love my pink and blue ones. They have to be worn. There's a way to wear them and there's a way to not to wear them.
What?
My Adidas ones.
I can't picture them.
You're thinking
influencer that I'm thinking of that had the blue and pink ones. They were not the cute shoe. Like, they were an ugly Adidas. And then they were platform. And I was like,
here's the two that people have. I don't have either of these.
Yeah.
But mine is.
I also, because I got the platform Pumas, those like yellow and pink ones.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that I got those like 2 or 3 years ago. And so I already kind of had a bad taste in my mouth probably because
mine are
I was
these
over
ones. So it's like navy and suede pink.
Yeah, that's cute.
Or not suede.
I think what I didn't like, it's like the
and they
royal
weren't
blue
either.
Royal blue with a hot pink and platform and a shoe I already don't like.
And the platforms are like layered. Like,
yes,
the sole is.
I just didn't.
I don't know.
There were too many people that did it bad that I lost interest, but I do get it.
Yeah.
And I think I would like, there were like red and pinks that I was like so perfect.
Yes, for sure.
And would go with everything.
I saw one that was like a baby pink with like a maroon or like a deeper red.
So cute, yeah.
We're going to do hair and beauty next.
Mm-hmm.
My first hair trend, I only have 3. One is slick backs. that is one that has carried over for the last year or two.
Mm-hmm.
And it will continue, I think.
Agree.
I think once the girls realized we could do that,
Yes.
it was game over.
Yeah. The
So,
ease of it is
yeah.
incredible. I would say I have lost not lost my interest. I love a good slick back. I miss a slick back, but I don't participate so much in the slick back because of the hair situation.
It was hard.
I did it a little more when I first cut it. It still felt possible, but when I cut it again, it doesn't feel super possible now. But I do still love it. Definitely don't think it's going anywhere. And my first hair one is very general, but it's just that I feel like I've been seeing a lot of people with wavy, curlier hair wearing their hair natural a lot this year.
I agree.
And obviously there's been trends, like I feel like when we were growing up, it was always like straight hair. So I like burnt my hair not actually, but to the sense like heat damage to my hair when I was younger a lot.
Straightened
just
it
because it was
every day.
Yes, exactly. And I feel like this year there's a lot more, and it's been happening over time. You can see the trends coming, but this year was very much accepting natural hair. I think a lot of credit to that honestly does go to Greta. Like anyone that follows her, I feel like she did do a lot with like showing people how to embrace like the kind of in between. Her hair is very curly, but even people like with wavier hair kind of took inspo from that. And I just think that that's been a big thing is like, and usually that's more of a summer thing, but it's stayed. It hasn't gone. Usually kind of summer, obviously people are a little more natural in every way because you're like not going to do heavy makeup or do heavy hair for like heat or being in the water, whatever. I just think people are embracing natural, specifically wavy, curly hair a lot this year.
Yeah, I have seen that. My next hair one is kind of the opposite of that, and that would be the blowout.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think that people are trying to achieve that look in several different ways, whether it's with a Dyson Airwrap, whether it's with the rollers, whether it's with the heatless curls. I think I've seen a lot of the blowout look.
Yeah, I agree. That is true. Kind of on the same topic, except not hair, is just like another year of seeing more natural makeup. You know, that hasn't gone away. There was a time where makeup was a lot heavier, and I think people are still diving into the embracing the more like clean face look. And I even think like mascara has become like people are dialing back on, like usually that would be the big thing that people do, but now it's like a good sunscreen and a good like bronzing something, and that like mascara is not the big thing anymore. So I don't know. I just wrote that down.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Clean girl.
Yes,
Whatever, clean
yeah.
girl aesthetic.
Mhm.
My last hair one is the bob. And that's not just because I'm biased. That is because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's been everywhere. I've seen so many people, like I feel like, with bobs or
It's
cutting
just
their hair.
cool. Yeah.
And I just think I think it is a trend. I think everybody goes in and out of long hair being the thing and short hair being the thing and whatever. But I love my short hair.
Yeah, agree. And this is like a repeating cycle for us. So I count ourselves separate from that.
Yeah, for sure. I was probably going to do it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It was bound to happen. My last one is broad, but that is just a good lip being kind of more of a thing this year, and another one that's been growing, but a lot of people talking about like perfect fall lip combo, and I don't have examples, but it's just been more of an importance.
Yeah, food. The trends this year for food, mine are quite strange because I'm not on like the food TikTok, so I only see what I see.
Yeah.
And I included drinks in here too.
I
So
think I
have
did
food
too,
and drink
yeah.
in here. But I'm going to go first with the Swedish candy
Okay.
because that infiltrated my For You page for so long, and I still never got my hands on any. I would like to one day, but it's expensive and I'm impatient.
I see people talk about it, but I don't know like what's the popular ones. I mean, it's Bubs. Yeah.
Bubs and there's another. I don't know. There was this brand I don't know that everyone had good reviews from, and it was like a build your own tray, so you could try like however many.
That's
And
fun.
I put all the ones I wanted in there, and I almost bought it so many times, but it was $50, and I just couldn't justify $50 on candy. I probably will one day, but I really wanted to, and then I was just like, oh. And it was summer, and I didn't want it to like deliver and be hot and whatever. Like maybe I should order it now. But yeah,
I feel like I saw the like trend when it started of people talking about it, And then, the next one would lead me into my next trend. So,
Do that.
okay. It's not in the same category though.
Oh.
So I'll wait. Okay. I saw people talking about it in general of like trying their Swedish candy, and then it went to TikTok. And TikTok shop got a hold of the Swedish candy trend,
Gross.
and so then everything's questionable
Yeah.
and scary and annoying and
Amazon
addy,
has it
like
too.
advertisement.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just don't like it, but I'll come back to it.
Okay.
My top one was egg flights.
I put egg flights on mine.
And that was just the biggest flight that we saw. We saw flights in a lot of different ways, but egg flight, I feel like, was the most popular one. And I don't really have much to say about it. I just kind of was going to mention it. Maybe you have more to say.
Saw it a lot, and I was on the last day of my beach trip, and I was talking to Grayson and Adam about how I needed to do it. And I watched egg flight videos for hours until I fell asleep
Oh my gosh.
because
Like, I want to eat that.
and at first I think Grayson and Adam thought that it was just like me just being like, oh, I want to do this, but I was just like, I'm getting egg recipe ideas for my
Yeah.
egg flight.
Yeah.
And Adam looks over and he's like, why are you still watching egg videos?
Because I have to. I'm
I was
taking
like,
it in.
I'm researching.
I'm invested.
I'm invested in our egg future. And Adam still brings it up all the time because he's like, remember that time I ate like 12 eggs? I'm like, okay, well, one, it was 12 halves. So it was 6 eggs, which is like not that many, by the way.
And they're boiled eggs.
So
So
I was like, I was so sick. You ate 6 eggs and you got sick. Grow up.
be a man.
Yeah, grow up. Eat your eggs.
Yes.
Yeah. So I do love the egg flights. My next one would be cottage cheese.
Okay.
Because it's in everything. Like so many, it was like, I feel like I'm not a part of this community, but I feel like for like the fitness community, they're like, you get so much protein if you
Oh,
so it was
yeah.
like cottage cheese toast, cottage cheese in your pasta
is true,
sauce,
yeah.
cottage cheese in this sauce,
It
cottage cheese in
Is
your
ingredients in a
chicken
lot.
dip,
Yeah.
cottage cheese in whatever have you. And I thought it was interesting. I do love it now because I
Yeah.
use it for several recipes. Like I use it for my buffalo chicken dip. I use it for my
That's
like
sauce.
lemon dill
Yeah.
situation, and I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
But it was a big thing.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about it, but that is very true. I was gonna say cucumber salad. Logan. I
forgot
want
about
to say.
him. Yeah,
Yeah. Forgot about him as well.
I still never made one.
I never made.
We should. Do
Yeah.
it.
Because I was like, there were all these little things. I'm gonna use this much of this one
Yeah.
bottle, but I do
Yeah.
think it would be fun because I feel like I would like
I
it.
think I have some of the ingredients, so I'll have to look.
I think I would really dig it. So
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know. I like the basic one, the original one. I think
Yeah.
I would like the original one. But he went crazy. Like his account, he took it and ran with it. And I do appreciate that because he was making all those egg flights. And then I saw a video the other day and it was an ad of some kind. Like it was on his page, but it was like sponsored. And it was just reaching. That was the best way I could explain it. It's like you're trying to connect cucumber salad to this topic for this ad you're doing, and it was reaching so far, but he took it and ran with it, and I can appreciate that. But I do think it looked yummy. Never did it. And I think a lot of people, I don't think he made it up. I think a lot of people know that it was a traditional thing, but he spread some information about it, and a lot of people did different recipes that maybe scared me a lot more. But the original one, I'd be happy to try.
Yeah, I would also like to try it. I think I do have some of the ingredients because I think a lot of the ingredients he used was 'cause for the original one was that like
Soy sauce.
yeah. So I think I do have some of that because it's like sesame oil and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that was probably what I was missing, and I ended up getting it for something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Sleepy Girl mocktails.
Okay, for sure.
I never partook.
Never did.
But it was like tart cherry juice
Mm-hmm.
and a poppy or an Olipop. Which one, I don't know who the heck is drinking these poppies and Olipops on a regular basis. They do not agree with my stomach
Ooh.
at all.
I think I've only had one or two, maybe. So I can't really attest to it.
I blew up the work bathroom.
You're like, that's it.
That's all.
That's all.
And it takes me a while. I like them, but I have to have them not that often. 1, because they're expensive.
Yeah.
And 2, not very many flavors are that good.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, my stomach issues.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, never tried
at
it.
all. I didn't try it either. I don't know if it even made you sleepy, but I'm sure that like cherry juice actually does have benefits, like health
yeah.
benefits. I just I don't know.
Staying on the topic of drinks, my next one was dirty sodas.
I put that on mine.
And obviously with social media, TikTok, the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, there was a lot that played into it and a lot that got us to where we were. But I mean, I think last year it started and definitely kept going with the continuation of drama and information coming out of Utah this year. But dirty sodas, I mean, we saw people just like actually from Utah making them, showing their routine. Then you see people all over the US taking it and trying to replicate it or trying to make at home what these people are getting at their soda shop. And then you see Sonic bringing them to like, you know, everywhere in fast food.
Sonics were gross though.
Yeah, they were really bad. But I just thought that was an interesting one.
I think so too. I've been saying that we have all these freaking people moving from Utah to Tennessee. Why the heck don't we have a swig? At least one of your people could open a swig. I'm just saying. Because I want to try. There's like some peach one that I wanted to try. And there's all kinds of ones that I want to try.
I feel like I was somewhere recently. I don't even know where it was. But I feel like I was somewhere recently that I realized that it was like there was one like 20 or 30 miles away. And I was like, oh my God, I should have just gone.
There was one, not a swig, but there was a dirty soda shop situation in what's that place called in Franklin? The Factory? There was one in there, but their hours were like horrible, god awful. They were closed like Sunday through Tuesday or whatever. And so every time I went, they were not open and they're not there anymore.
So didn't work out for them.
Didn't work out for them.
Yeah.
Maybe if they were open
for sure
at normal times. My last one is Teeny's mac and cheese.
Mine's that too. I'm pretty sure that was literally my last one, but I had hers on my list and I was saving it because I was like,
better ones.
I was going in the order of the year to a degree. I was just,
and I was like, I didn't want to say the most recent one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't try it.
Didn't try it.
So I guess we don't have that much to say.
I just know I watched a lot of videos about it.
There was a lot of videos, and I don't think in the past she's ever led anyone astray. But there was obviously thick, not thick enough, too thick, nothing wrong with how thick it is, overcooked, how to make a roux, what is a roux, why are we making a roux? There was a lot around it.
What I find troubling about that is a lot of people were giving her crap for the recipe. One, you don't like the recipe, don't make it again.
Agree.
Two, it's her recipe. She perfected it for her liking and her taste and whatever. And that's her prerogative. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Three, if you don't know what a roux is, you shouldn't be making mac and cheese from scratch.
I'm like, that's kind of the point of mac and cheese. And if I just thought it was crazy the amount of people that when it turned out wrong and their whatever their decree of wrong is, they decided it was the recipe and not their chef ability compared them, a normal person that doesn't know what a roux is, to a chef. You're thinking the problem must be the recipe. The problem can't possibly be that my skill level is different or my understanding of terms is different. Yeah. Because I understand having like something that's easy to follow. I get that. But if you don't understand it, then that is different.
If I finish a crochet or knit pattern and my end product does not look the same way the designer's does, I do not assume that the designer is wrong. I assume that I did something differently than they did, whether it be the yarn I used, or I wasn't keeping track of my stitches, whatever. I assume that it was a me problem, not a them problem. Because if they did it and it worked for them, it probably was that I just didn't do everything according to their rules.
I missed something. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I agree. I think people are stupid.
And it'll loop back around to TikTok Shop. That was a trend this year, was just TikTok Shop in general and how everything's on there. Everything's a little scammy, it seems, because people will, like, I don't know who's doing it. I don't know who's behind the curtains, but they'll take someone's video wearing the actual real product and then tag the other product. I'm sure there are things that maybe are fine. That one girl with the barrel jeans that always posts the hoodies, maybe they're fine. And then that one, like, workout set that people post a lot. Yeah. But it's just everything, and it's all the time, and I just find it annoying. It's everywhere. I don't trust it. I think it's shady, and I understand that it's not all that different from, like, you know, a Shein, a Temu,
it is worse, whatever. I feel like.
But it just seems sketchier. And I don't like that they're not being, which anything, Shein, Amazon, they're the same way. They'll also use free people pictures and not send you like that quality. I totally understand that that is the world we live in, but it's just everywhere, and it just really bothers me.
I've had someone send me a video, like a TikTok that I made, and it was like some fake brand was using it as an ad too.
Yeah.
And I was wearing like the real Free People one, and I was like, oh, awesome.
Great. Perfect.
What do
Yeah.
you even do about it?
I
Like,
just hate that trend. So
yeah.
it ain't going anywhere, but I hate it. Unless TikTok goes somewhere.
But my in general trend is ribbons.
That's a good one.
Ribbons and bows, they're on everything. And that's one of those things where they are a timeless classic thing. Like ribbons and bows are classic.
Yeah.
But I think because of like the way that we are today, them being all over everything makes it, there's a difference between the timeless classic and the like cheapy whatever.
Yes.
And like as much as we love them, like we literally had them on
Yeah.
a wrapping paper. I love them, but I do know that I love them in both the classic way and also the cheeky, crappy way.
Yeah.
Because I love them as the trend and I also love them forever.
Yes, they're girly and like drapey and fun and timeless, but also like I will love everything that's like taking it and making it cheap and making it trendy. Like, yeah, Five Below, I'll eat it up.
Mhm.
Not afraid. Yeah,
Yeah.
agree. Everything. My second in general was one I had on my updates, and it was only because I thought of it and was like, oh, let me go write this down. Because I kind of want your take on it, or just to kind of talk about it, I think would be fun. And that is, quote, the Sophia Richie dance.
I was going to put that, but I almost put her in general because let's start with the lore of Sophia Richie Grange, her wedding.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. She
Mhm.
blew up in the time of leading up to her wedding and then at her wedding and then following her wedding. She did a lot of like outfit videos. It was like very chic fashion, classic fashion, whatever. And I loved her for it just because she's just very effortless. She's very cool. She's very whatever. As far as the dance is concerned, the dance.
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting. I saw the video and then I saw one person calling it that. And at that one, I was like,
Yeah.
Okay. But then everyone after that, I'm like,
Well, here's my might be unpopular opinion, but whenever I saw the dance video and then I saw the video, that first video, I was like referencing it as a dance. I liked the video because I was like, okay, well, that's funny. I thought
Yeah.
it was like funny, silly. Like obviously it's not a dance.
Yes.
And it's obvious to me that like to me it was obvious that the creator of that video knew that it wasn't a dance. She was just calling it that to be like basically
Yeah.
like the way she moves in this video.
yeah.
The way that the people run with it is very sheep, very no brain cells, very
Like,
lack of opinions and thoughts and personality.
I'm like, I'm going to walk by the screen. And that, like, I mean, yeah, she looks cool.
yeah, she looks cool.
It's a
'cause she
very cool
is.
video.
She's
Yeah.
cool. She's
She's
effortless.
slaying,
She's
she's
smooth.
awesome
She
and
has
amazing.
rhythm. Yes.
Yeah. But like to take it and run with it in the way that people are, and it's like the Sophia Richie dance. I'm like, she's just cooler than you. That's it.
It just shows that people are just obsessed with her.
Yeah.
And that we see that with not just her in this dance, but we see it with like people doing things that have been around for years,
And then they're saying it's
suddenly
the blah blah blah
yeah.
outfit or
Yeah,
whatever.
like
yeah.
Hailey Bieber,
The
like
hairstyle.
the Hailey Bieber nails.
Yeah.
And it's just
For
pink
sure,
or whatever.
that's true.
Like stuff like that. So I think we see that a lot with people that are like idolized in the media and celebrities and that kind of thing. So I'm not shocked that people ran with it.
It was just very interesting.
It's just interesting because when will they ever stop?
yeah.
Yeah. Don't know.
That is all that I have. So do you want to do your music?
Yep. And it's just a trend, one trend, and it's 3 people.
Okay.
Pop princesses.
True.
This year, the pop princesses have been slaying.
So amazing.
Me and Adam were talking about it because back in the summer, he was like, the pop girlies are really having their year.
they
and
are.
I was like, they are.
Yeah.
Like, they really are. And that is Sabrina Carpenter, Chapel Roan, and Gracie Abrams. Gracie Abrams, not as much pop, but
Yeah.
just a girly.
Yeah,
When I think
just a
pop, I
girly.
guess I mean, obviously you have like the people like Taylor Swift and Olivia Rodrigo, but this
No,
year,
yeah. It was
Sabrina and
Sabrina
Chapel.
Carpenter. Yeah. And
Yeah. They had their moments and they're still having their
They
moments.
are, and I think
Yeah.
it's really going to continue on. I really loved it. I think Sabrina Carpenter is one of those that I will always love and look fondly on because I think that she did the coming out of Disney and making a way for herself very well. Because obviously, some people stay in Disney.
Mhm.
Some people kind of rebel a little too rough,
Mhm.
a little too much. And I think that she just kind of killed it. I
Yeah.
think that she did the time. And she was patient and she kept rocking and making her music and doing her thing until it worked. And what really got me on was the Nonsense outros at concerts. I saw those, which got me hooked on Nonsense. From Nonsense, I went to Nonsense Christmas. That was wonderful. And then ever since then, been a big fan. I mean, I knew Thumbs and like other older Sabrina Carpenter music, so she was never unknown. But her vibe now, her pop culture, loving it now, is having its moment. And
Yeah.
absolutely the same for Chappell Roan. I would say that her public presence is very different from our queen Sabrina Carpenter, but I think that if she pulls everything off right, she's definitely very much still loved, very much in the spotlight. She could have a crazy year if she had the music to back it. I mean, her songs obviously love. They make me feel so young and fun and city and perfect. So, love.
Adam and I watched the Sabrina Carpenter Christmas thing, and it was hilarious.
It was so good.
Like, it felt like SNL,
Yes, that's what I thought too.
and I loved that.
Yeah, I was like, it's just
There
her.
was
And
a
I told
couple
Justin-
points where me and Adam just couldn't stop laughing
Yeah.
because it was like stupid, like the dry. I don't
and
know,
you're
like
just
it was just-
unexpecting.
yeah.
Like, yeah, you're just like, I'm just gonna tune in and watch this, and it was just so good.
yeah.
And I did tell Justin when we were watching it, I was like, has she been on SNL? Because I need to watch it now.
I think she has.
I think she has too.
Yeah.
But it was so good, and I just love her, and I love those songs, and she's just so. I was watching it, and I just was like, and Justin was like, "What?" And I was like, "She looks perfect.
I know.
Like she looks.
I was watching.
so pretty and graceful and perfect."
Adam was like, "What?" And I was like, "What?" And then he was like, "You just look really lost." And I was like, "I'm just thinking."
Like she looks. I said it like over and over. I was like, I cannot believe how good she looks.
Yeah, she looks
Like, I'm
so
stunned.
good, and she
Yeah.
looks good in everything.
Everything. Yeah, she killed it. Yeah, we had a lot to say, but it was a big year, and with social media, it will get bigger every year. Honestly, I
Mhm.
don't think that we've stopped yet, but we had to chat through it all with you guys and give our thoughts. If you disagree or would like to share, comment. We'd love to hear your
Mhm.
thoughts on this year's trends.
If you can think of more trends, let us know. I'd love
Yeah.
to reflect on more.
Yes, honestly, if you go to our TikTok, you can comment and we'll respond to them and
Yeah.
talk about them on there. That would be fun.
Or on YouTube.
Yeah. I guess that's all for this week.
Thanks for tuning in.
Love ya. Bye.
Tune in to the 14 Steps Away podcast every Monday for a new episode. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, rate, review, and share. Watch every week on Spotify or YouTube, and listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify.